Hi, my name is Melinda Stevenson. I'm the Executive Director with Clothed by Faith, and I want to welcome you to our Closets for Schools program training. If you are receiving this, your school has access to one of our school closets, and we hope that it is a blessing to you and that you are able to really serve your students through the Closets for Schools program. So let me tell you a little bit about Clothed by Faith first. So, our mission is to demonstrate God's love through the provision of clothing to those in need. So, in response to requests from our clients, agency partners, and school partners, Clothed by Faith customizes a week's worth of gently used clothing for each child or adult. The clothing and shoes are carefully sorted, selected, and packaged in a gift bag by volunteers, specifically for each client in a manner that offers them confidence, hope, and dignity. So our strategy is to serve individuals, agencies, and schools utilizing either our online request system or one of our on-site closets. So we receive requests through our online request system. Individuals, agencies, and schools go to clothedbyfaith.org and then you follow the directions to request clothing. If you need clothing for family members who are not students at your school, you can request from either our branch in Katy or Deer Park and receive clothing for those family members. Our Closets for Schools program is focused on providing clothing to students in need within a school community. So the clothing closets serve as an on-site resource for counselors or other school personnel at schools where there's a high demand for clothing from an underserved student population. So the purpose of Closets for Schools is to give immediate access to clothing for students. We know that students missing school or not because they don't have clothes to wear, because they're not in dress code. Maybe they're missing instruction time because they're in ISS, um, or maybe the other thing would be if their clothes don't fit, if they're bullied because of what they wear, if they're uncomfortable, like I said, because their clothing doesn't fit. There's a variety of reasons why having access to quality clothing will make a difference in that child's educational experience at your school and their success at your school. So each closet is designed to be used by multiple schools in the same high school feeder pattern. Our goal is to have a closet stocked with clothing for about 120 to 150 students. It's maximizing the use of space. And that's why we want to not just have clothing just for one campus, but really have clothing that multiple campuses can use. That way, stuff's not just sitting there, and we're able to meet the needs for a number of schools and not just it maximizes our effectiveness. So this is from one of our closet partners. We currently have 4 working closets in HISD at the beginning as of last year. And so this is from one of our wraparound specialists. He said the closet has helped families focus on paying for other expenses that are essential to them. Families don't have to choose between paying rent, buying groceries, or purchasing uniforms. Every child and family should have access to the basic needs of life so that they can focus on their education. As a community, if we can assist those who are struggling to keep their focus on education, we will not only be improving the individual lives we touch, but we will also be improving our overall community. This is the closet at Yolanda Navarro Middle School. It's stocked with uniforms, shoes, underwear, and socks. This is our Mission Milby closet, which actually looks different this year because we've transitioned from regular clothing to uniform clothing in this closet. And then this is the closet at Robinson Elementary School. We're actually going to be rearranging some of these things and adding some racks. There's a new wraparound, and she has reorganized the closet, and so we're going to redesign the way it's set up because that's different than the way the previous wraparound had the closet set up. So how do you get clothes? Here's our procedures. In each closet, there's going to be a notebook, and the procedures are going to be listed in there on how you are to pack the bag and document the clothing that you're taking out of there. But the first thing to do that's the most important is to contact the designated in HISD, it's a wraparound specialist. In Pasadena ISD, it's going to be a parent coordinator. As we add additional school districts, those names will change, but whoever the designated person is at the school with the closet, we like you to contact them first, let them know you need to come over and schedule a time, make sure they're on campus, make sure they're available, not in a meeting. And then also please be respectful of the time that you have scheduled to go over there, because we know all of you guys, your time is valuable, and we want to make sure that we respect each other's time, and that this stays a very orderly process, so that there's not any issues with the actual process of going to get clothing. So when you get there, there's going to be a logbook, and what you're going to do is enter the information for each bag. So if you come in there and you've got to get clothing for 3 students, you're going to enter each student into this logbook. You're going to start with the school that you're from, the last name of the student, their grade, their gender, and then their shirt size, pant size, and shoe size. And this information is really important to us for a couple of reasons. It's going to help us know how many students were served in that closet. So as we go and ask for funding and seek funding for to restock your closets, to add additional closets, we'll be able to give an extremely accurate account of how many students were served in each closet. And then it's also going to help us know what we need to restock your closet with. So for instance, if we notice that we'll have the sizes that you guys are taking. So if we'll be able to see this particular closet really uses a lot of size 5s and size 8s. So maybe we need to increase the amount of size 5 and 8s that we are putting in this closet, and maybe decrease the amount of size 14s or 16s, because they're really not taking as many there. So we can focus the funds and what we're purchasing on the sizes and the genders that you actually need in that closet. And you do not have to put in an online request when you utilize the closet and log everything in the log. So this is what you're going to give to each student. This one on the left is school uniforms. And then on the right is if you're in a closet that's regular clothing. HISD is going to be all school uniforms. Our Pasadena ISD closet will be regular clothing. So when you get ready to pack this bag, you're going to start by putting underwear and socks in the bottom right here. And then you'll fold the clothes up neatly. That's the second picture, and just fold them in there and put them in the bag. And then you're going to finish it by putting the shoes in one of the gift bags available, tying it with a ribbon and putting it on top. This is the way we pack our bags at Clothed by Faith. And one of our values is to make sure that we are giving dignity. And so we want the students and adults that receive our bags to feel special. We don't want them to feel like they're just getting a bag of clothes thrown into a bag, that it's actually a gift. And so you can help us to maintain that standard of quality and excellence that we use in each bag that we give away by packing these bags in this manner. It might take you a couple extra minutes, but it really does make a difference for that student receiving the bag of clothing. So that's basically it. The most important things that I listed were contacting the school person that's at the closet, let them know you're coming, making sure, just looking through everything is in that notebook in the closet. So if you have a question or you forget what I told you, it's in your closet. You'll be able to see it. If you have additional family members that need clothing, you can utilize our online request system and request from either our Katy or Deer Park branch, whichever one is closest to you. And we'll be able to fulfill the request for the family members and not in addition to the students from our branches. You can get your students' clothing right away in that closet, but then you can still request for the families, and we'll try to have that done on a timely manner. Hopefully 2 to 3 business days. It just depends on, right now it's a little busy because it's back to school, but most of the time we try to get it done within 2 to 3 business days. If you have any questions, we have a Closets for Schools manager. Her name is Lisa Rude, and you can contact her. The email address is cfsmanager@clothedbyfaith.org. And I will include that in the email that goes with this video. And if you've got any questions, though, call either of our branches. You can contact her through email. And we look forward to partnering with you in the Closets for Schools program.